Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It is March the 23rd, 2020. Coming at you today with a quick update on some of the current events as well as the things we normally talk about in these videos. I think I got my notes in a better spot, so I'm not looking down, not looking depressed, not looking like I'm unconfident, trying to improve there. So first off, I would like to talk about a little bit about what's going on in the world with the Koroma Virus. I guess what I'm asking is, how is it affecting you, and what are you doing about it? For myself, I've washed my hands like 600 times today, and when I'm not washing my hands, I'm using hand sanitizer. I'm also avoiding as much contact with people as I can. My job is considered essential, so I'm still working, but I'm doing as much as I can in an isolated environment. And one of the things I want to ask you is, what are you doing if you are forced to stay home and self-quarantine or shelter in place or house arrest or whatever you choose to call it? What are you doing while you're there? I mean, are you rewatching the whole Breaking Bad thing, or are you reading a book, or what? What are you doing? What are you learning? That's some questions that I have for you during these troubled times. I think they're questions that you might want to ask yourself as well. I know that I'm questioning everything that I do at this time. Moving on from that, we got a couple book updates to go over. In the Mud, I backed up a little bit and I talked about, in the introduction of the book, I talked about some of the things that are going on in the world with the coronavirus and things like that. I thought it was important to add that so that if someone does read that and they're an up-and-coming entrepreneur, that they will see that unexpected challenges hit whenever I was trying to make it as well. So that's the point of that. Other than that, I'm still expanding on the first 5 chapters, and moving on after that, I will expand the next 3, and then I'll start on chapter 9 shortly after that. Update on 30 Days and Change. We are, I say we because I hired a freelancer to do my book cover and also help me format the book. And I've really had some good luck with this. The formatting of the book looks beautiful. I'm expecting to see a cover within the next day or 2, possibly even today, and have some options there and some things to say about it. So really excited about that. Once I get that, then the book can go up for digital copies. I'm probably going to have a few hundred copies printed as well as some print on demand options. And we'll talk more about that as I face it. I don't want to say anything that I don't know yet. But really excited about it. Next, we'll go on to the property update, the little place that I've been doing the fix and flip. It's coming along really nicely. So we started on the inside of this thing, and we really did some upgrades, and we put a little bit of money into it, but it's been more time than it was money. And I mean, this place is coming out great. I mean, it looks beautiful, but we have spent a lot of evenings there getting some exercise and working pretty hard on this thing, and glad to see that it's paying off. That being said, if the entire world goes broke because of this virus, then it's going to be hard to sell, right? But maybe it'll be a long-term investment then. A little banking and credit update. I still haven't gone after the rest of the investments that I'm looking for. The reason being is because I'm waiting on a debt settlement that kind of snuck up on me. So I had some issues with credit a few years ago, and then all of a sudden I thought they went away with some other things we did to resolve it, and turns out they did not. So those issues hit me in the face in the middle of a deal that I'm trying to make with banking, and they don't look good. So at this point, I've settled those debts. They're paid in full. Now I'm just waiting on a letter from the creditor to say that I've settled those debts so that I can move on with my life at this point. And, you know, sometimes these things are embarrassing, but all I can tell you is they happen to the best of us. And the last thing that I want to talk about briefly is for you guys to stay strong and just remember that while this virus has put the country in a panic, you don't have to be part of that panic. You do need to be smart and you do need to be responsible and do your part, but you don't have to sit at home and fear that you're gonna die from the coronavirus. Anyway, stay strong, and I look forward